Matthew Jacobson with Arena Football Talk. We have more breaking news out of the National Arena League. So a couple of days ago, February 15th, 2024, it was officially announced that the Topeka Tropics had their membership in the NAL revoked due to financial reasons, not being able to pay league dues and whatnot. As far as that story goes, the National Arena League is in talks with another potential ownership group, so the Topeka Tropics may end up playing the 2024 season. As of right now, it's kind of a wait and see on that. However, just a couple of days later, today, February 17th, 2024, the National Arena League has announced yet another team having their membership from the league revoked. This one being another team that was recently added, the North Texas Bulls. Here's a statement from the National Arena League. Quote, the National Arena League officially reports today that the North Texas Bulls franchise has been terminated from the National Arena League. This decision follows the evaluation of the North Texas Bulls' logistics and financial situation, which includes failure to pay league dues as well as failure to provide an executed arena lease for the upcoming 2024 season. With just a month before kickoff, the league has decided effective February 16th to revoke the membership of the North Texas Bulls from the National Arena League. The league has provided multiple extensions in order to assist North Texas in their first season with the NAL, but after a significant time, it was apparent that the North Texas Bulls had exhausted their window to compete in the 2024 season, ultimately due to a failure to meet the National Arena League operational requirements. Increasing stability, the NAL board's decision allows the remaining teams to proceed with the 2024 season. The league will be adjusting the current NAL schedule to adapt to the absence of North Texas. The schedule is currently being updated and will be released once complete at a later date on the league's website and social media platforms. For the National Arena League, in a 72-hour period, has had to revoke the membership of 2 separate franchises due to financial reasons. Meaning, of the 8 teams that were supposed to compete in the 2024 season, only 6 remain. And both of the teams that have had their memberships revoked were new teams. There are 7 total new teams heading into the NAL this season. Those being the Colorado Spartans, Idaho Horsemen, North Texas Bulls, Oklahoma Flying Aces, Omaha Beef, Sioux City Bandits, and the Topeka Tropics. When comparing the National Arena League from 2023 to 2024, they had 7 teams in the league last year, those being the Albany Empire, Carolina Cobras, Fayetteville Mustangs, Jacksonville Sharks, Orlando Predators, San Antonio Gunslingers, and West Texas Warbirds. Albany and Fayetteville both went under. Jacksonville and San Antonio went to the Indoor Football League, and West Texas and the Orlando Predators both went to the relaunch of the Arena Football League. And the main reason I knew that about the Orlando Predators is because former Rattlers quarterback Drew Powell now plays for them. So the NAL was supposed to go from 7 teams last year to 8 teams this season. They've already lost 2 of them. They're now down to 6, less than last year. I definitely think it's reasonable to ask about the overall health of the National Arena League, and I do understand that cutting ties with these couple of teams should make the remaining teams in the league stronger. However, it's still not exactly a great look to bring in 7 teams and have to subtract 2 before the season even starts. Let's talk about North Texas for just a little bit. So they were established in 2020, but they played their first season in 2021 in the AAL, the American Arena League. They went 11-1 in their first season and beat Charlotte 60-43 to win the title. They won a championship in their first season. Then in 2022, they're playing in the American Football Association, the AFA. They win their first game in the league, then the league ultimately folds. They have nowhere to play last year, so 2023 they're dormant. In 2024, they joined the NAL just to not even get to play a single game. This is a franchise that, technically speaking, has a championship in 50% of the seasons they've played and 100% of the seasons they've actually played. Playing in only 1 game before the league folds, can any reasonable person really consider that a season? It really has to suck for North Texas fans because you have this championship level team that just can't get their finances together. Then of course for National Arena League fans as a whole, you go from 7 teams to 6 teams now. The Jacksonville Sharks, who moved to the IFL, actually won the NAL championship last year, so the league lost their champion. To be fair, the Omaha Beef won the championship in the CIF last year, so you can consider that an even trade if you want. But losing championship teams like Jacksonville and Albany, and yes, I know the whole Antonio Brown thing, that's a whole story in and of itself. The league as a whole right now just doesn't feel as stable as I assume fans would like them to be. For example, like I've mentioned, and I'm pretty sure you can tell, I'm an Arizona Rattlers fan, so as a fan of a team in the IFL, I'm not exactly worrying that the league's going to go under. I can't exactly expect fans of teams in the NAL to feel the same way. Obviously, we're going to wait to see how the story develops. I mean, the North Texas Bulls seems like they're just completely done. The Topeka Tropics may be able to get something figured out, and hopefully the league will be able to bounce back. However, right now, it's kind of been a rough couple of days for the National Arena League.